Hi chess friends, this is the FIDE master also Santagati. In this video I analyzed the game that I played against the grandmaster from Germany, Felix Levin. This game was played in the international tournament of Erice. It was the round 2, and at the end of the tournament he won the tournament, so it was a very interesting game for me, this, against a very strong player. And I played the e4, I was white. He played c5, c3, jalapin, knight f6, e5. After that, knight e5, and now d4. Common move to defend upon e5, c takes d4, and now knight f3. For sure, it's not possible for black takes on c3 with the pawn because the knight is not defended on d5. Now e6, and now play c takes d4. With this pawn structure, usually the white has the idea to attack on the king side, because the pawn e5 gives space as white on the king side. Well, he played d6. It's a common move, a common strategy for black in this kind of position, because the black idea is make pressure against the pawn e5. This pawn is very dangerous and is a good idea for black, make pressure against it. I played knight c3, now I played knight takes c3, b takes c3, and now queen c7. Another good move to make pressure against e5. Sometimes this queen is attacking c3, I have to defend it. Maybe bishop can help with bishop b2 or bishop d2. But in this kind of position, with this pawn structure, it's much better play bishop d2, because the bishop can defend, but at the same time it's important for you to have the bishop in this diagonal, because in this diagonal, the bishop can help also to attack, for example, in the future on the king side. You play knight e7, same idea, e5. And in this position, I didn't find the best move. Here, the best move is knight g5, because the idea is that if black loses time, for example, d takes e5, now queen h5 is strong and white is better, because it's very hard to defend this position after g6, queen f3, f5. White is much better after knight takes e6, because I take back the pawn, but at the same time, my position is much better, because black has a lot of weaknesses. So very well. So this is an interesting idea. And after knight g5, black has to play at h6. After h6, e takes d6, bishop takes, knight e4. The idea about this maneuver is that after that, white can remove the enemy dark bishop. And usually in this kind of position, the dark bishop is a strong piece. And for this reason, it could be a good idea to trade this piece. In the game, I didn't see knight g5, and I played e takes d6 immediately, and after that I think black can take a good position after bishop d3, b6, castle, bishop b7, rook e1, and castle kingside. Here, probably my plan should be play a4 and try to make pressure against this pawn structure, but I played knight e5 with the idea to continue with the attack on the king side. There can be queen h5, but after knight takes e5, d takes e5, bishop takes e5, this variation is forced. I don't take a very strong position because I didn't see in the game the move rook d8. Yeah, no, this move is easy, but I completely missed this when I played knight e5, and after that I realized that the only move for me is bishop e1 to defend the bishop and to defend the pawn c3. So now my position is worse, and he played rook d5 to remove my rook and to have a safe king on g8. So I trade bishop takes, and now my idea was that I have to play with a good activity. So I played immediately rook d1, and I sacrificed my pawn a2, because I said, okay, he can take, and he took the pawn, but I play rook d4, and I can make some threats in the h file, and he played f6 to avoid that. And now I played queen e2 with the idea to attack the bishop and to attack e6. I played bishop there, c4, queen e5. After queen e5, I missed the idea to trade and to go in this endgame. Probably this endgame is draw, but I wasn't sure about that, and I preferred to play with the queen. So I played queen d1, but probably it's a mistake. Bishop c6, and now I played bishop b4. Rook c8, h3. My idea was try to attack something, to do something on the king side. Probably it's not so easy. He played queen f5. Is it just play e5 now? I think it's good for me to play f4 now because when e5 I take on e5 and the trade pawns, and for me this can be good to play for a draw. So e5, trade, queen takes. And now the point is that after queen takes e5, I think my attack is finished. I don't have a real attack against the black king. For this reason, my idea was play for a draw and trade the rooks. Rook d8, rook takes d8, queen takes d8, king h7. Queen d3 check, bishop e4, now queen e2. This move is very interesting because I block the bishop, because for me it's good to trade the queens to go in the opposite color bishop in game. It's fine. Sometimes I can friend this. Okay, for this time there is the queen, but if black would move the queen, there is this problem. So I think my position is fine now. And he played queen check, king h2, and probably he made a mistake. He played g5, but it's not an easy position for black. And I played queen h5 check, king g7, queen e8. This move is very nice because my simple idea is play to attack on f8. So he must pay attention because I can also mate. So he played queen e5, he must trade the queens, and take, and now bishop d6. Now I'm playing for a draw, king f6, bishop b8, a5, bishop c7, a4, I take the pawn, a3, bishop a5, and I can stop the pawn with bishop c3. He played bishop d3 now to take my pawn, I can push, bishop b5 to block my pawn. Okay, if king d5, not a big problem for me, I can go forward with my king because it's impossible for the king to take this pawn because I can take the pawn e5 after that. So he played bishop b5, king g3, king e5, king f2, with a simple idea to go e3. He played this move, king e3, e4, bishop f6. This move is interesting because after that black is forced to push a2, because if black doesn't push I can simply take the pawn g5. So he played this and c6, bishop takes c6. I think the move c6 is important because in this way I force the bishop to move to take, and then there is g3, h4, and I can take an easy draw. In the game bishop d7, h4, and after that the game was draw because he offered me a draw and I accepted immediately. But it's impossible to win this game for black because also if black takes or push, the big problem is that for black it's impossible to do something, because if black tried to go here, the point is that there is only a square in which the king can go, but when king will go here to go on c2, I can simply block it with my king on t2. So for example, now I simply wait here, king here, and an immediate draw, because if black will sacrifice, I can just take, and I can just sacrifice my bishop for the last pawn. So this is a very easy draw for me. Well, so this was a very nice game for me. At the end, I didn't play very well, but I was at the hand good to take a draw in this nice game. If you have questions, feel free to comment below, so I will be happy to answer you. Well, for this video is all. Thank you. See you for the next videos. Bye. Remember to follow me on social networks and share the video with your friends. Thanks!